admits to unaliving his dad. And officers, they're like, sweet, because they just got their guy. And so they leave the room. They're done. But Thomas isn't done. He's there, and he takes his shoelace out of his shoe, and he ties it into a slip knot, and he attaches it to the desk, and he puts his head into the loop, and he tries to unalive himself. But lucky for him, the shoelace breaks before anything bad happens to him. But police, they hear the commotion, and they rush in, and they see what's happening. And finally, they're like, okay, we're just gonna send you to the psychiatric hospital. And there, at the hospital, they lock Thomas in a psych ward. I mean, God, this has really been the worst day of his life. Until... At this point, 30 hours have passed since Thomas originally called to report his dad missing. And that's when suddenly, bam, police get a phone call. And it's Thomas's sister. And she's like, we actually found Dad alive. It turns out he was never missing, and this is all just a big miscommunication. So, here's what really happened to Dad. When Dad left the house that night to walk the dog and get the mail, he also went over to visit his girlfriend, and he didn't have his cell phone with him. Then later, he went to the airport to fly to Northern California to visit his daughter. I guess he just didn't tell anyone. So he's been alive this whole time. He just forgot his cell phone. And I have no idea what the alleged bloodstain on the stairs was. But the point is, Thomas didn't unalive his dad. Here's the messed up thing, though. After police get that call from Thomas's sister, they don't immediately go and get Thomas out of the psych ward. They leave him in there for 3 more days. And during those 3 days, the poor guy is still convinced that both his dad and his dog are dead. Anyway, eventually they let him out, and he finds out his dad is okay, and he gets his dog out of the pound, and he sues the out of the police department. And ultimately, he gets a settlement of around $900,000.